Hey guys, what's going on? It's Coach Johnny. Welcome back to the Performance Plus podcast. Today, Pamela is joining me to talk about spotting for gymnastics. Before we get into the down and dirty details of how to do it, Pamela, have you had any weird spotting moments in your CrossFit gymnastics or CrossFit or gymnastics coaching careers?
I have not, luckily, because I'm very trained in it. But spotting can be awkward, and uncomfortable. And so I always tell people that you can't be timid when you spot because that makes somebody very uncomfortable. Like, one, you have to be very confident that you are there to save them, make them safe. That's the number one reason of spotting. So if you're feeling timid and you're standing like an arm's length away from somebody spotting, then they're not really going to feel very trusting of you. So confidence is the main thing.
Why do we spot? Like, what is the purpose of spotting for gymnastics? Why not just scale the movement or use a drill or cue or something like that?
Yep. Love that question. A lot of people don't know that, like why we do it. So first, safety. Two, timing. So if I spot somebody on a kip swing, I'm able to basically give them a tap or manipulate their arch and hollow to the right beat. I always think of it as like it's like an ocean wave. So spotting should be like an ocean wave or music where it just flows, right? So I can feel like your rhythm and work to create the right rhythm, if that makes any sense. So that is the second reason. Also, it builds the athlete's confidence. So if you're ready for a skill, but you're not confident to do it, now I'm going to show you, hey, I am just there to be there if you need me. And that builds a lot of, trust and confidence. It's a great builder of relationship, coach athlete relationship as well. So there's a lot of reasons.
Is there times or movements where like spotting should be left out of the equation or and the second part is when is somebody ready to progress into spotting? Like are you going to take somebody that's never handstood before and then get them upside down with a spotter on their first weekend at say the gymnastics course?
Yeah. So um, spotting is an art. It's a literal art form. It takes a lot of practice. I forget your first question, but I'm going to lead into that. Anyone can learn to spot. Um, I'm not going to spot anyone on anything. I have to see the foundation first, if that makes any sense. So if you're coming to me and you're like, hey, I want to do a handstand, will you spot me? I'm still going to ask the right questions. One, have you ever been inverted? Two, can you support your body weight overhead? Three, let me see a wall walk. Four, let me see a pike handstand, so I can kind of see where your mobility issues are, where your body awareness is, and where your confidence lies. Then I'd be ready to spot.
And the first question was just is there any kind of movement that you're like absolutely not we don't spot this because it's too dangerous?
I mean, as long as the athlete has the foundation, like if you came to me and were like, spot me on a back tuck, like I wouldn't just assume you were ready for a back tuck.
Okay.
It could be super dangerous. You could freak out in the middle of the air and you're, a lot heavier than I am. I can't save you in that way. I mean, my job as a spotter is to save you, like to dive under you, to say, do whatever I can so you don't get hurt. But no, I would make sure that you had the safety precautions, the mats, or at least know that you've trained at a gymnastics gym and learned how to backflip a little bit before I spot you on the floor.
When you're spotting somebody, are there things that you're looking for in the athlete, while you're spotting them? Like, kinda like body cues that you're getting, for information about what's going on?
Um, my body cue is having contact with the athlete in the beginning when, they're first learning. So my hand, let's say we're doing a bar muscle up. My hand is following the athlete, but I'm actually making contact with the athlete with the palm of my hand on their lower back and their legs. and that way I can follow them through space and make sure their body knows where it's going. So contact, it also builds the confidence of the athlete that I'm there for them.
How uh, how often should people be practicing spotting as a skill? Like, if you're a coach, like, do you need to practice this? Is it an art form that can be practiced?
Mhm.
And then how should somebody build that into a class or a coaching relationship? And would you ever use it in a workout?
Okay, so the coaches can learn and should learn spotting, especially for higher level skills like the ring and bar muscle up, um, and even handstands off the wall. Um, Take a really good athlete who already has the skill and practice with them. Then get feedback. Was I pushing you in the wrong way? Did you feel connection between my hands and your body so you felt safe and secure? Where can I do less or more? Things like that. Um, a great place to learn is through, honestly, somebody who already also knows how to spot and can teach you where to place your hands. But it truly is an art form. Like I said, it's like music that flows, it just kind of is rhythmic. So you have to just build that rhythm. Like I was learning guitar the last year, and my strumming was very robotic until I felt like practiced and got very rhythmic with it. And it will feel the same with spotting as well too. The gymnastics course from CrossFit spends a lot of time teaching you how to spot, and that's a great introduction as well too.
Nice. And is it something? Would you ever spot an athlete, like, on a handstand walk inside of a
Mhm.
workout?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. I've gone up to athletes and helped them with toes to bar during a workout, because if you're training bad muscle memory, you're going to recreate bad habits. So I would absolutely remember, it's first about form, then intensity. So I want to make sure that, you have the right tools to create the good muscle memory and habits.
That's awesome. Is there anything else that a coach and athlete should be thinking about with spotting? And is it something that needs to be practiced more?
Yes, I think it's a very um it's a skill that isn't used enough in the CrossFit gymnastics skills, because coaches don't have the experience, and I think it's really important. Your athletes are going to benefit just so much more, if you're able to help them in that way too.
Awesome.
Mhm.
I think it's something people are often scared of to try,
Yeah.
like, and they're just so worried about it. But it is really, I mean, you're not going to learn to handstand walk by, just falling over for the
Yeah, I
rest of
mean,
your
drills
life.
drills
Yeah,
are great,
yeah,
but drills aren't everything.
yeah. Awesome. Anything else we should add to this conversation?
That is, go, take yourself, take a great athlete and just start learning and getting feedback from them. And obviously, like I said, I don't work for the gymnastics course anymore, but they have an amazing program to help you as well too.
Very
Highly
cool.
recommend them.
Well, go check that out. For you guys that are looking for some more drill based stuff, if you don't have somebody, all of our programs are things that are really good ways to build capacity and movements like handstands and muscle ups if you don't have a friend around to spot. And they also have some really cool tactics and ideas that kind of almost act like a spot. Like, I just think of some of the things in the bar muscle up program where you're using a foam roller, and that actually kind of gives you a very similar experience to having a spot. So if you don't have a friend that can help you spot, there's always an answer for that too. But thanks so much for joining us today, guys. Make sure you follow Pamela on Instagram at PGnon, right? Or no, Pamela Gagnon.
Pamela Genon. Yep.
Pamela Gagnon, follow Performance Plus program on Instagram, and give Zach a follow at the Barbell Physio too. Go to Performance Plus programming.com to check out all of our stuff. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again soon.